is Chloe, and today we're not in studio, we are actually on site here in Mufakose, where Solar Shack has just installed a brand new solar borehole for Oxfam that is meant to serve the community's water needs. Admire, please tell us more about this project.
Thank you, Chloe. Well, this was a partnership between us, Solar Shack, and Oxfam, which is an NGO here in Zimbabwe. So the main reason for this installation was to serve the community, like you rightfully said, water needs. And in our installation, we have 14 330 watt panels. We have 2 tanks, 10,000 liters each. So we have about 20,000 liters of water on reserve. In reserve. Okay. We have 20,000 liters in reserve. And this is just the water that is going to be in reserve in case there's a cloud cover or there's water shortages. But we have a pump that is installed working with the solar system that will be pumping water all day long.
Okay.
100%.
So Admire, this is a pretty robust system. Will it be able to capacitate the community's needs?
Okay, I like the word robust because that's what we look at when we're doing our installations. So as you can see, we're using angle irons. I think they're very big and can hold the water that is being stored in the tanks. We're using lip channels on the top, so there's not going to be sagging. So safety definitely is one of our major concerns when we do our designs for these systems. Because it's a community, there's a lot of kids running around and we're just by the road. So robustness is something that we really look at when we're designing and doing these systems. In terms of the capability, we're looking at 20,000 liters. And this is just what is stored in the tanks. So if we look at maybe 2 buckets per house of water being taken from this system, then we're looking at about 50 households that can be served at any instance. If there's no sun at all and they're just getting from the tanks. And from our calculations, we can fill up these tanks about twice a day. So we're looking at about 100 households, which we think will actually help out the community in a very long way.
So is this your first project? Is this your first solar borehole project?
In Mufakose, this is our first, but we've had several installations that we've done. So we pride ourselves in all these installations that we make, and we believe that we are putting a hand in step
and
to the future.
And it's such an honorable project.
Thank you. Yeah.
So besides the robust tanks, what else do we have? I'm seeing taps here. I'm seeing...
Okay.
I don't know what kind of a tap that is, but I'm hoping you can explain it.
All right, maybe I can take you around.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So what we have, before we did our solar installation for this borehole, there was a bush pump. I don't know if you know about bush pumps.
The
ones you have to keep taking up and down.
Biceps.
100%. So of course that is very inefficient way of getting water from underground because we have kids coming in and they are working that bush pump. It is just a sad sight to see. And as well, one person is going to take maybe 10-20 minutes to fill up the bucket. So with this type of system, we then put a submersible pump which works on solar. So we pulled out the bush pump and put in a submersible pump, which is running from these 14 panels up on the tank stand.
Okay.
And then we have water coming up through the pipes. It goes through a filter that has a chlorinating pill in that green enclosure. So this chlorination pill, if they're working the pump every single day, it will take 3 months for it to need replacement. So for the next 3 months, if they are working it clockwork. Yeah. Otherwise, it might even take longer if the demand for water is not that high. So we have water coming from the tank through the filtration and the chlorination pill, and then up to the tanks. And now from the tanks, it then comes down to the taps where 4 people can consecutively fill up the buckets.
Saving time.
Saving time. So instead of one person filling up their bucket for 10 minutes, we can have 4 people filling up their buckets in a matter of seconds.
Nice.
So that's going to be very efficient. We also have...
what is this system?
Let's call this a sanity stand, if we may. Okay. So you sanitize your hand here before handling anything because it's going to be in the public. People are going to be holding the taps. So the encouragement is people come in and they sanitize their hands, they clean up their buckets, and then they go and take their water. So we try to make everything hands-free for sanitizing. You just tap on exactly on that pedal and you get your disinfectant. You step on the pedal here, water comes out, you wash it, you wash your buckets, and now you're sanitized. So you can go and fill up your buckets.
This is great.
So we have about 4 kilowatts of power from the panels. We have a 3 horsepower pump in the hole, and we have a variable speed drive in that enclosure. Variable speed drive, because what we have down there is an AC pump. So we need the variable speed drive, which converts the DC from the panels to AC to drive that pump. So it's functioning as we speak.
Alright, so that's a wrap from Mufakose. Catch us next time where we talk about solar energy. Solar Shack, giving you energy naturally.
Call the Solar Shack today on 024 2482 041 or 0712 124 394. Solar Shack, giving you energy.